The last thing before we move on to this subject is, it is so split out there. What we started off saying before, was it a good performance? Some think it was, by Jake Paul and his ability to box and control distance and range, like you said, and pick spots. Or was it the opponent and another cherry picking? I say that, I want to ask you, if you were to put a letter grade performance on this, what letter grade would you give Paul? And he threw out a lot of names after this fight. He threw out Gilberto Ramirez. We just talked about him and saw him. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see him fighting at that level. But
he's Barnum and Bailey. You can't believe everything he's going to tell you. He's smart.
But I want to hear from you. What can we believe? What would be a real fight? Can he realistically, even at 42 years of age, is Badou Jack, can he win that fight?
Possibly, because he's got good enough legs, good enough comfort in an uncomfortable environment in the ring with a real fighter, where he might be able to maneuver on a 42-year-old. He might be able to jab and maneuver enough, because it's not like Badou Jack is going to throw. He's not going to break punch numbers. You know what I mean? He's not going to make your fingers break on those CompuBox punch numbers. You know, he's going to come at you with a very controlled offense and not close gaps fast. And because of that style, because of what I'm describing there, Jake could probably see a possibility of maneuver with that, you know, and be able to have, you know, a shot with that. Or he could continue getting experience, garnering experience. You know, I think he is getting better. Continue to garner experience and continue to put events on. Events. That would be an event because of who he is, because it's Paul, but it would be a world title fight. It would be really a world title fight, which would be really a tremendous, incredible if he could pull it off, but also just a tremendous feat that he got there. That this kid who's a YouTuber dreamed big and actually made his dreams come true, you know, by putting action to his dreams. But I don't believe, even at this point, Joshua makes sense. I don't believe that Ramirez makes sense. Obviously, I said that already. I don't think it.
Yeah, Tank Davis, he called out.
Well, Tank's a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just a bit smaller. I mean, I don't know. But meanwhile, if Tank hit him on the chin, Tank would hurt anybody. You know, there was a fighter, Lou Jenkins. He's one of my favorite punchers of all time. He was a lightweight. And there's plenty of legendary stories about him. And there's plenty of other guys, not just him, but he was one of my favorites, where he knocked out guys, heavyweights, on a regular basis in the gym. He was a lightweight. Obviously, he could punch. But listen, we'll find out. We'll find out. Meanwhile, all you need to know is we're talking about him, right? People are talking about him. He's successful. We're talking about him. You know, people watched. The people are still watching. He's doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and I just heard you say that Jake Paul will be the next cruiserweight champion of the world coming up soon.
I didn't say calm down, because you got these people out there that be running with that. They'll be running. You're going to see stories all across the freaking place now on the internet, popping up all over the place. Teddy Atlas said he's going to beat the crap out of this, and he's going to win the world title. He's going to beat Badou Jack. I didn't say that. I did not say that. My son has a sense of humor like his father. My son is like his father. He knows how to get at you. He knows how to get at you a little bit. No, I'm just saying that out of all the title fights, unless another one is out there that I'm not thinking about, at that weight class, because that's the one time he's not going to be able to have the weight allowance advantage. You know, he's not going to be able to pick that. If you're going to fight for a world title, you got to fight within that weight class.
No, it makes sense for the reasons you said. Badou Jack, 42 years old. Badou Jack also was a 175-pounder who is relatively new to the cruiserweight division. So that would probably be the one that does make the most sense. I wanted to see him get the stoppage against Chavez Jr., and I think more of the level of the rematch maybe first versus Tommy Fury. But we will see what's next. We covered that one pretty thoroughly.